Ooh, I'm back y'all up. I'm looking a little crazy. I ain't gonna cap to you. I'm looking a little crazy. I ain't gonna cap to you now. I ain't gonna do it. Hey, my babies. How y'all doing? Bring them out. How are y'all, my loves? Traffic is so bad. I'm finally back home. Just for a little bit, though. What y'all doing? That cute little brown girl, everyone will taste the I miss y'all too. Yeah, I think I'm finna go to black again, to be honest. I like the other colors and stuff. I think I might just, you know what I'm saying? At your mama job? Oh, I remember going to my mama job. So what happened with Vlogmas was I don't know. My day has been doing good. I'm going through a little something right now. But you know what I'm saying? I'll be alright. You know what I'm saying? You know, me. Okay. You know, you gotta send that hey big head text message. Hey big head. Now Jalen Corey, you know I read your message. You know I read it. And you right. I don't know what is wrong with me. I really do not know what is wrong with me. Like, I really don't know. Like, I really can't figure it out. Like, you know, like, I just can't put my finger on it. I'm for real. Hey, big head. I ain't seen you in a minute. Where you at? You busy? You trying to chill? Hey. How you doing? I was wondering if you could help me. I'm trying to move this bed or whatever. Let me stop. My mama might be in here. My mama might be in here. I mean, at this point, can I be honest with y'all? I feel like we went from, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, my birthday passed, you know what I'm saying, it's the month of my birthday, you know what I'm saying, it's still my birthday. But, what I feel like, ooh, I'm getting thick in all the wrong places. I just feel like we at the grown stage, you know what I'm saying? You know? It's just that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, my mama may be in here. I you know what I'm saying? I unblocked her, so let me see. You know what I'm saying? I don't need her in here. Ariana, like, girl. We is all the same age. We is all doing the same thing. Okay. Grown. Right, come on. Hit me with it. Grown. Just block her. It still don't matter. Y'all be reposting it and stuff, so it don't matter. She be seeing the stuff. She got 8 kids. That's what I be seeing. But you know, it's whatever. But yeah. I've been going for like 4 years now. That's true. That's true. That's true. You can hand your body over to me. Okay, send me a picture of what I will be trading for, and let's do it. Simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I just like eat certain stuff, then you know what I'm saying? I know my body. I just been lazy. The fact is, I've been lazy. And the bad thing is that I gain weight in certain places. But you know what I'm saying? This not TMI. But when I'm naked, I look good as heck. To me, it's just once the clothes come on, they mess it all up. You know? And I can't walk around with no clothes on, because then when I move, it messes up. You know what I'm saying? You stay still. I do my little position. I be cute. I be looking at my little body mirror. I'm like, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all done had your own little concerts. Everybody done had their own little concert, own little, you know what I'm saying? Little moment. You get your bra. Look like you got a swimsuit. Like, you feel like, yo. It's when I start walking and then it tell you, like, come out. A$AP Rocky. I don't think nobody understand. Anybody who know me, y'all know how I felt. Y'all know me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had to, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you know, A$AP Rocky, I'm going to unfollow him. You know what I'm saying? I'm being respectful. But, whole time I should have, you know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is, I'm upset. This is my news. When somebody go, listen to me. When somebody go, yo, A$AP Rocky sex tape just leaked. Who? You lying. Hold on, let me go see. Hold on. So then I go on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, I'm looking at Shade Room, all this stuff, and nobody sounds happy about it. So I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Nobody sounds like, yo, Ari, I need, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's doing that. Everybody like, girl, and you know what I'm saying? I'm reading the comments and I'm like, okay, nobody seems satisfied. Because in my head, I'm like, where the video at? You know? I ain't gonna cap to you. I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna cap to you. I'm like, yo, where the video at? But then, I'm in the comments, looking for the video. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Where do you go? Do you type this into Google? Do you say A$AP Rocky sex tape and it's gonna be there? You know what I'm saying? Is somebody finna post it on their story? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. Right? But no. Everybody like, ooh, no. And I'm just like, wait a minute. A$AP Rocky, you know what I'm saying? Like, this, you know what I'm saying? Think about it like this. Sorry if I'm all over the place. Think about it like this. Just take a second, think about it like this. If Michael B. Jordan, if Michael B. Jordan was to have a sex tape leak, I feel like the comments should be, ooh, jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Envy. Some like a, ooh, what's you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm expecting. So when you go look at the comments, because the comments gonna tell you know what I'm saying? If you got like a few haters like, had better, could have been me, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But then you got the people that's like, yo, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Especially the females. You see what I'm saying? The females. That's how I know it ain't worth my time to go. So I'd rather just keep it how I had it in my head. You know what I'm saying? When I got my little moments, you know what I'm saying? That's how I want to keep it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like he doing his little, what that song is that I like from him? I love back. After the concert, you come pick me up. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the back happy, like, my nigga Rocky on the stage. And you telling me that it wasn't it? Everybody like, it was we. You know what I'm saying? Nobody sounding excited about it. You know what I'm saying? No, he should have showed his bros, like, yo, look, y'all think this good? He sent that back to her with confidence. Like, you can't do that. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. You know what I'm saying? You know, from what I heard, it sounded like he sent it back to her, whatever. My thing is, if anybody recorded me, if anybody about to have a camera out, anybody about to yada, put it, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be on my phone. It's going to be my source. You want to watch the video? Look, baby. You see what I was doing? Give me that. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? My lip. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. So now, I gotta look at my whole list and start over. Well, who gonna go here? Okay, well, okay. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing. Okay? The comments, the energy around it tells everything. Okay? Somebody drop a picture. Like, I'm trying to think, who dropped a picture? I think everybody was talking about it in a good way. I'm trying to think. Was it the game? I don't know. I don't know. But still, you see what I'm saying? Moral of the story is, cross-check before you do. Bino, I said I'm going to post it. Just give me a second. I said when I get home, but then I had got home and I ended up getting on live because I wanted to talk to my babies because I was talking to them. So I'm going to post the song. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I don't like none of my music no more. So, you know? And the stuff on there ain't even, you know what I'm saying? At the time, it was supposed to be in action. Newest on the team, got my chain, been waiting. Never got it. Next, like, you know what I'm saying? I done got 8 pictures of a chain I'm supposed to get. Okay? Win. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't gonna talk about that. So I'm talking about newest on the team. Yeah, I got my chain. Got my chain. It was in the mail, but it never came. It never came. Okay. Yeah, I got $1 million. I did. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I did get a cut on my hands counting these bands. And then again, I'm just rough, so. Yeah. But, yeah, so. That's my whole little thing. Ooh, bars. Period. I'm just saying. Only time I be wanting a car. I mean, not a car. Ooh. Only time I be wanting hey, Narquise. I'm not even talk about you today. Y'all been talking about this man. Yo, send me my beat pad. I'ma send it. Okay. I got one. 18 years ago. Literally. I done turned a whole new age. What inspires you to do music and YouTube? I always liked music, to be honest. I feel like I would just be more confident behind scenes. Like, to be honest, I think I would go with writing versus being an actual singer. You know what I'm saying? You know, like a, you know, like, I feel like music-wise, I feel like I'm slowly evolving. Send me your number. Okay, I got you. But I think, don't you live out here in Atlanta? If you do, I'm here. But you see what I'm saying? I feel like I would like to write for people. I'm just not a big fan of my personal music, but I do like writing stuff. I do like acting. I do, and I know it's weird, but I actually do enjoy dancing, like routines. Like, I don't want to be one of them, see, stuff like that. Let's get in the studio. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Even though the song may be just for me, but still. But I thought about going back into the music. I just want to start songwriting for artists. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I would like to, you know what I'm saying, to write, you know what I'm saying, versus, you know what I'm saying, actually be a singer, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Narquise. You know what I'm saying? Because I like my voice. I feel like of course, I need some vocal training. And, I don't know, but like, I just don't want to be like, you know, it's just, you know, my mindset is completely different. You know, you got your people like, I want to be the next Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? But Beyonce worked hard. I'm talking about, and nothing is wrong with working hard, but Beyonce worked so freaking hard. Like, that's why she was Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? I just want to, you know, I'm just learning stuff right now. So now, I know, and I'm just trying to give my knowledge to other people of the stuff that I went through. You know what I'm saying? So my skin, girl, y'all see that right there, broke out, trying to be cute, right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing. I just learned a lot of stuff, you know, who to go to, who not to go to. I feel like I didn't get a lot of, you know, as a lot of help that I should have got with the music part, and not just the big stuff, like behind the screens, you know what I'm saying? And can you just show up at Tyler Perry Studios and audition? Do it work like that? Don't you gotta have like a not a eulogy, a script or something that you read? You know, I just feel like I'm just like, you know, I wanna, you know, I don't know. I'm different. To me, I'm different. Don't think I should stop singing? Yeah, I'm gonna think about it, because I really have, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I really do have, like, I don't know. I really don't know. I think, I really think, like, I don't know. Like, I wanted a music manager to kind of help me in the area. I should be a rapper. You know? If y'all was in the car with me, I wish y'all could hear me. When I be in the car, to me, I be rapping. I be going in. You know what I'm saying? I look younger with the red. Y'all think so? Is it because I don't got no, what's it called? David, that nigga left me. He left me. He said, hire a music coach. Yeah. The thing about it is that this stuff is not as easy. First of all, when you hire people, like, you don't want to just hire somebody who wants a contract with somebody unless you kind of vibe them out. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, and then it's like, if I was a rapper, I need all my raps written. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I like songs like Careful for Me. You know what I'm saying? Careful from Cardi B. I don't know. To me, y'all, that's why stuff don't be going on. Like, I have so much stuff in my head that I be trying to do at once, and rather than focusing on 2, I convince myself that I need to do all 18, or like you know what I'm saying? And then right when I think I'm on track, I get a message from one of y'all that's like yo, you know what I'm saying? Yada, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I got my hair from Jazzy Jazz 93. If you can't remember that, go to who I follow and go to who I follow and look at my follows or my recent posts. I tag her everything. Seems like you overthink. I'm the definition of an overthinker. Like, I just can not help it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to give the content, but then it's like, I feel like my content has not been me lately. Like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I'm saying? I want to go back to my roots. Like, when I first started YouTube, anybody who knew me, anybody who was watching me, like, Dan is at my mom's house right now. I just left him over there earlier. Not that I have to explain myself, but Dan's at my mom's house right now. When I left, he was taking his little nap or whatever. But anyway, my whole thing is like, dang, I forgot where I was going. Girl, you have one job. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah. That's how I was going. Anybody know me when I first started YouTube? When I first started, do anybody remember I was dropping 10 videos a day? I was dropping 10 videos a day. And then I was doing 5 videos. Then I was doing 6 videos. And then I was doing 4 videos. Then it was like 3, you know what I'm saying? Then it went to 2. And then it went to 1. Then it went to, you know, dropping 4 videos for 4 days. And then going missing for 4 days. You see what I'm saying? And it's like every time I try to start stuff, it's like I just overthink and I talk myself out of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I want to go back to that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people be thinking like, oh, you got here because of this, that, and the other. But before I got to where I'm at now, I was working. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have nobody to do no videos with. I was trying to do videos on my mom and them. And they were, you know what I'm saying? I was doing videos by myself. I had a green screen. You know what I'm saying? I was doing my own lip gloss. I was doing my own eyeliner. I was making everything. I was trying finger coils. I did, my lips ain't dry. Is that? What do y'all see? Am I missing missing something? Because this is the second time somebody said something on my list. Let me know, sis. You know what I'm saying? I ain't ashamed. I ain't ashamed. If y'all see something wrong, let me know. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Sit your legs lifting up. I am not an angry person. If you letting me know something that is off, let me know. You know what I'm saying? I would never be like, you're just hating. Unless I know it ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Natural face today. Okay. Lace need no help. But it's okay. This me. Take me or leave me. But do y'all understand? I was working so hard. Like, I was working so hard. I was the underdog for like 2 years, just sitting in the back like, you know, one day somebody gonna link with me. Oh, they don't want to link with me? Let me show them how hard I can work. Because everybody's mindset was, oh, I'm not collabing with you unless you do this. I'm not collabing with you. You know what I'm saying? You got to show me why I should do it because I worked hard for this too. Yeah, okay, well, let me show you. So I'm going in. I'm like, okay, I'm going to show everybody why I'm worthy to be in this house. I'm going to show everybody why I should, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like what changed is I feel like I got comfortable. I feel like I got comfortable. I feel like I got scared, and I feel like I got like lost. You know what I'm saying? I started putting my focus into other things that wasn't giving me the same response back. I started overthinking like, oh, if I don't do this, people are going to look at me. You know what I'm saying? People are going to look at me like I'm bougie or yada, 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 because like I'm thinking of the long term. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like my whole mindset has been, you know what I'm saying, off. Like I started struggling. Like next thing you know, life was happening and I didn't want to do nothing. I'm going days without posting. I'm going days not on Instagram, Twitter, nothing. Like I went completely missing. You know what I'm saying? Like I went completely missing. And I get lazy is a good word, but also like I can't really explain the stuff that was going on in my life off screen. But it was so much stuff happening. It was just like a, you know what I'm saying? You'll see me happy on Snapchat for a minute, but it was just like a area, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to do a YouTube video? No. Like, I just want to sleep in bed. Like, I was in bed sometimes for like weeks at a time. Like, I didn't want to do nothing. In Houston, I did not leave my house. Like, I went to my mom's house and came back. There was no area at the mall again. If you did see me, I was looking like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like a, but I'm taking all of that and I'm taking it to where I'm at now. And I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's for my babies that's been rocking, you know what I'm saying? Rocking with me. Like, I owe y'all more than that because I wouldn't be here without, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be here without my babies, you know what I'm saying? Without my supporters, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be here. And so I don't want everybody to think like, oh, y'all got me here and I'm like, F y'all, I honestly was, I was unhappy, like, that, you know what I'm saying? Think about all the videos, think about like, dang, Ari, like, I just felt like I wasn't myself, like, I was going with emotions, like, I haven't been myself in so long, like, I'm still trying to find myself, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And now it's like, I'm trying to take that energy and, you know what I'm saying, come back into it, but it's like, life happened. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, I was just, and my mom, everybody's like, if I was you, you know what I'm saying, I would be doing this. And I'm like, yo, I want to, but I just can't, you know what I'm saying? Don't, you put a camera on me and I'm like, but it's like, I'm aggravated, I'm irritated, you know what I'm saying? And then my happiness started coming when I started visiting Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen it, like, when I came here and I started, like, making friends and I started going out and I started doing other things, that's when I started becoming like, okay, all right. And then I would still have my moments. It's just like yeah, you can't, India, you can't force stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know I don't have to explain myself. I'm not saying this as a, oh, I'm sorry. I'm saying this for people who may be going through the same thing, who feel like, I can be this place, but life happens. There's some times where you go months, you go years, you go days, you go hours of just not being happy, of just going with emotions, try to make things make sense, of, you know, putting your all into something or someone who's not doing that to you. You know what I'm saying? It's a life lesson. Like, if you're not, you know what I'm saying? So this is my thing for, like, my supporters who watch me, who been here for the whole process. You know what I'm saying? I feel like going forward, I just want to be as open as possible about the stuff that needs to be discussed. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff is just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just letting life deal with all these things. But my whole thing is that it's so many people dealing with depression, anxiety, everything. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't talk about it as if it's like a bad thing. But some people deal with these things. Some people take medication. And sometimes medication does worse and sometimes medication does better for you. And it can have you in the bed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But you really have to put yourself first. You really have to put everything aside and you really have to just focus on you. You have to love you. You know what I'm saying? And just naturally things will come back. So I'm thankful for all my supporters who stayed with me, who, you know, was supporting me, who been honest with me, who been like, yo, Ari, we're not going for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even though I be snapping back sometimes, like, the people that's been in my life have only been as honest as they can be. You know what I'm saying? So that was my whole thing. So that's where I feel like I'm at. And, you know, self-doubting yourself is a big thing. And, you know, a lot of people look at me like, Ari got to be the most confident person. But every day I gain confidence. And sometimes days I lose my confidence. Sometimes I'll be like, with my hair not done. You know what I'm saying? When I got my hat on, you know what I'm saying? It's like life happens, you know, and it's not, nothing is perfect. Nobody is perfect. And I wish I was consistent too, because I wish you know what I'm saying? I wish the things that I go through didn't have to go through, you know what I'm saying? If, you know, losing certain people, gaining certain people, and you know what I'm saying? You got to get you're right. You know what I'm saying? Miss Spicy. You got to get your mind right. And then snap back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing everybody like, can't wait for Ari to snap back. And I'm like, you know? Yeah. I appreciate y'all for understanding. But yeah, that's my whole thing. And a lot of people don't notice that YouTubers go through that a lot. Like, I met so many people who just like, and y'all so freaking, oh my gosh, y'all so smart. Like, people really think they can get one over y'all. Well, we just y'all be like, yeah, she in a bad mood. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just different stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's my whole thing. We got this though. I have faith in myself, and I've been challenging myself lately. I've picked. Took me a minute, but I've picked the things that I want to focus on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm happy that I met Vanessa too, because as y'all seen, you know what I'm saying, a lot of my friendships don't be working out, you know what I'm saying? And just time, you know what I'm saying? But individually, off camera, I had great relationships with great people, you know what I'm saying? It's just life happened, relationships happened, and just unnecessary stuff happened that people had to go their own separate ways. But like, I'm happy Vanessa was, you know, and I'm happy that we're not one of those people where Vanessa's like, you can't hang out with other people, and I'm not one of the people like, you can't hang out with these people. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not like that. My thing is, if I tell her something, I have yet to hear it back. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? In any type of form. And I think that's just what's important, you know? So, you know? And that's how I am with my friends. Because I feel like I'm a real friend. I keep secrets even when people do me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I be tempted, though. I be tempted. Like, first of all, ma'am, mister, you know what I'm saying? I could be disrespectful. But, you know. Ain't nobody gonna care about you but you. Now, I don't know what y'all talking about, but Trey is not gay, and I feel like it's disrespectful for me to sit here and read it and y'all like, you know what I'm saying? Trey is not gay, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, Trey is not gay. So I just feel like that's rude, and like to put that in the air, you know what I'm saying? That's somebody's reputation, somebody's life, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? You know, I just feel like, you know, and I would hope if somebody was like, oh, Ari's a bad mom, Ari's this, that he would do the same. But Trey Bills is not gay. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm done with the conversation next. But yeah. So yeah. 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 But yeah. Ari, can I have your babies? How would that work, Shy? that work? Like, we need music. If I don't know, I'm gonna have to pray about that. I haven't responded to your birthday message. Left you on scene. Thank you. Where you at? Am I going on tour? I'll answer a few questions. So, I already talked about the whole tour thing. Y'all know how I am. I'm not going on the tour until I can go at least 60, maybe 90 days of being consistent. Because no, I'm not. No. That's not even fair. Like, oh yeah, come pay money to come see me and take a picture with me. Yeah, and then I'm not gonna post a video. I'm so cool. Like, no, no. Another question. Pictures. Okay, so this is what happened. So I did take pictures, and this is not cap. They will be coming soon. But I did take pictures, but I did send them to my like the photographer. So like the pictures. But I did take a long time to send the pictures back. So I have maybe like it's like 500. Cause like snapping, y'all know, like anybody who's did a photo shoot, y'all know how what's it called? It's like 500 pictures like in total with all the outfits. And so when he sent them to me, I was supposed to send them right back, take a little bit, and then but I end up actually not sending them until like later on. Then I had to send them and wait for the what's it called? So yeah. My tweets from earlier. Listen, Linda. I'm just a young woman who wanna lay and watch TV. Okay? That's all. I just want to cut a little bit. Why can't I get a little cut? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. That's all I want. That was my whole thing. That was all. You know what I'm saying? I just be, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, a quick little thing about me. Public interviews, scary. Y'all are so nasty. I really want to go see Jumanji. Bro. If I put a ring on your finger, can we get down? Support a movie day? Yeah, pull up on me. I want to go to the movie. I have a date. I haven't been to the movie. I just seen a good movie too. I just seen Queen and Slim. Honestly, not too long ago. Soon. I know y'all been there, heard that. But soon. Ooh, I want to play with this so bad, but I know I need to stop touching it. Thank you. Go get you an agent. I need to find me an agent. My mom's telling me about that. Y'all, listen, 2020 is my year. I am claiming it. I'm getting rid of all the toxicity, all of that. Boom. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fight as hard as I can for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't been fighting for myself. And when I say fighting for myself, I mean no airy, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My motivation, my whole overthinking, my everything, like, you know? In Sweden? I didn't know that. Praying God will open many doors for you. Thank you. Not if you don't stop procrastinating. I ain't gonna procrastinate. Didn't I just say that I'm in the process of these things take phases. Y'all like jump back into it, but I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. I gotta okay, Ari, you got this. You know what I'm saying? I've been doubting myself, y'all. I've been doubting myself. I've been my hardest critic. I've been late. I've been all of that. But I already talked about that. You know what I'm saying? I just been going through some stuff, and so I need to take that energy and turn it into something positive. But as of lately, I just been, you know, that's been my mood. Yeah, I didn't know I had the lighting. I don't feel like getting up. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm finna get off of here. A retreat. Ooh. Ooh, a retreat would be nice. Yeah, I'm doing all of that. Promos. All of that. And I feel like everybody get what you need off your chest. Move forward. Go, you know what I'm saying? Go live your life. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, this light is bad. Go live your life. Focus on yourself. Love yourself first. Okay? Do not be in competition with nobody but yourself. But you know what I'm saying? Ease up on yourself just a little bit, okay? Pick something, focus on it, dominate in it, and that's it, okay? Build an empire. Then go and build your other empires, okay? You do not have to do all of them at once. You do not have to have your life figured out at 23. You do not. You do not, okay? You are beautiful. Period. Period. You know what I'm saying? Just do y'all, okay? Tap the screen. I am tapping it. Okay, do you, okay? That's what I'm gonna say. Do you, okay? I love y'all. I'm thankful that I met y'all, that I've talked to y'all, that y'all listened to me in the first place. Any advice for any young business owners? Promo is your friend. Promo, be your own best client. You know what I'm saying? And pushing the limits and doing the most is okay when it comes down to making sure that your business survives. And when I say doing the most, if you got to stand at a corner and sell your lashes, if you got to go inside of every last McDonald's and sell your lashes to the employees, if you got to spend $500 for promo from this person for them to be your brand ambassador, do that, okay? Start your business today and don't, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't nobody. Do it. Make your moves and do it. And then explain yourself later. Apologize later. Ooh, sorry I didn't tell you about my business. You know what I'm saying? Get your money. Okay? Get your money. Everybody on here should be a successful business owner. Do not think that you cannot do something because everybody's doing it. Makeup artists, Facebook creators, people always need something. If that was the case, then companies will have one employee themselves. But you need a team. Okay? And so that means needing a team, that means that there's jobs for everybody, okay? All right? And if you want to work at McDonald's forever, work at McDonald's forever, okay? But give your sister fry for the Lord. Not for McDonald's. Let's pick somewhere else. Chick-fil-A. I don't eat McDonald's. But do that. And y'all will be fine. Build y'all business. Do y'all things. And do not let nobody talk y'all out of it. Do not let nobody discourage y'all from doing what y'all want to do. Dang, this light is so bad. It's irritating me. Okay. I'm back. Do y'all thing and do not apologize to nobody for it. Don't do none of that. Okay? Because you don't have to do none of that. You're good. Focus. Just stay focused. You got this. Something behind you. Y'all do not do that with me. Okay? Do not do that with me. Alright? But yeah. So that's my whole thing. So yeah. Some of y'all is just blowing me right now. Like, I'm like, what the heck? But I love y'all. I'm finna get on. Y'all be hyping me up, I swear. All right, y'all. I'm finna make my fish. I'm finna make my spaghetti. And go to bed. Damn. Love ya. Peace.